Alright guys, let's make this short and sweet. Welcome to today's trade recap. Um, as you can see, up like $11,000 on the day. Just insane, bro. This week has been phenomenal. Honestly, the past 2 months have just been insane. So let's go over the trade and see what I took. Um, Looking at the higher time frame, you can see we came down, took out this internal low, and we put in a bullish SMT. Zooming into the 5 minute, you can see in the overnight session, or not really in the overnight session, but just in pre-market in general, we started getting bought up pretty aggressively. So this is what pre-market looked like. I really didn't see anything. Market open was right here. Could have taken an entry right here in this 1 minute fair value gap. I actually did try, but I had my stop at the fair value gap low. So I'll show you guys real quick. I ended up taking a long here with the stop at this low, at the fair value gap low, and actually ended up getting stopped and ended up waking up. Now I wanted to re-enter, but I just didn't like how wicky this price action was. Like if you see here and we zoom in, you can see, we waked up, waked down, went all the way down. Like it was just too back and forth. So like I wasn't really confident that we are gonna go fully up like fast. I like entering on fast moves, and it wasn't really like fast enough for my liking. So I ended up not re-entering. So I waited. You can see we end up taking this internal buy side. We're running all this low resistance. And this is where I take my trade. You can see here, we have this internal high. Zooming out to the 50-minute or the 5 minute, you can see this is the internal high of this range. We have this internal high, and then we have this external, or like, I guess it's basically internal liquidity also, but I wanted this to be the external draw of this price range. So this range here, this is external and this is internal, right? So once I see that internal high hasn't gotten taken yet, and I see us get this big displacement candle up, I see this 1 minute fair value gap. As soon as I see this 1 minute fair value gap get tapped into and it starts holding, I end up slapping it long with a tight stop and just wanting to see this internal high get taken and then run to the external. So when I enter this, I already know in the back of my mind, all right, we're super close to the drawn liquidity. The risk reward is not there. So what I had to do was, as soon as we take this high, I had to move stop to break even. And I knew that going into the trade that I was gonna have to move stop to break even like really fast. So it was either we take the internal high and I guess stop at break even because we reject, or we keep on going through the internal high and go towards the external high, and I will hold my contract to there. So that was my thought process going into this trade. So you can see I enter 1 minute fair value gap, stop, and as soon as we take out this internal high, which was this on NQ, you can see this 15-minute internal high. I move my stop to break even, boom, and then I leave it running to the external draw. Now, I did end up taking it off early. Keep in mind, I'm building the buffer on my brand new 5 XFAs. So I was already up like around 1500 on each account. So what I did was I just continuously trailed my stop aggressively, just like a secure profit, and build the buffer on my accounts. So you can see we put in this bullish 1 minute fair value gap. We are holding. So I was like, okay, um, I want to see this hold. Once it held, I move my stop to this high. Now once we just like kept closing above previous candle highs, I was trailing my stop. So once this candle closed, I move my stop to here. And then once this candle closed, I move my stop to like around over here. And you can see I ended up getting stopped in profit around this area, making $1,100 on all 10 accounts. So pretty fire. That's basically the trade. Um, there wasn't really a clean entry like right at market open, in my opinion, at least for my model and like how I like to trade. But like I said in previous videos, I like trading continuations. I saw the displacement higher. I wanted to see this 1 minute fair value gap just get tapped into and continue the move. Just noticing the price action and the volume in these candles, I kind of had an idea and a feeling that market wanted to go higher, like and fast. So tapped in, boom, and I ended up getting out, trailing my stop around here. And you can see I ended up with I would have ended up getting stopped at break even. So happy I did that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the day. Honestly, this week has been insane. Um, Up around $25,000 on the week. Just fucking phenomenal, man. Like with all my expresses now, my winning days are just so much bigger now. But also, whenever I have a losing day, of course, it's gonna be a lot bigger also. So that's pretty much it for today. I hope you guys can learn something. If you have any questions, just DM me on Instagram or TikTok. And if you haven't already, join the free Discord in the description. Completely free. We're building a great community. You know, we have people in there getting $20,000 payouts. You know, helping each other out, typing in the chat. Really fire. I love the community we're building. So completely free. If you haven't already, join. Link in the description. And I'll catch you guys for the next video. So peace.